Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, this is some boxing blues, right? Now, thank God for your boy Turkey Alashi in boxing, right? Because Turkey Alashi, I told you, he's going to be banned in the USA. They're not going to like him because what he stands for is trying to give us good fights. And he has enough money to make that happen, and he eliminates all of the stuff that's going on with the sides of the streets, when fighters can't fight other fighters because of promotional companies, and then the whole boxing world just lets it happen. The sides of the streets because of the excuses, and I give you guys over the years instances where you would see that sides of the streets was actually BS. But they know that people don't pay attention. I would always give you examples. Besides the streets to keep people away from fighting and just other, bickering and this and that because people are trying to avoid other fighters and this and that. Just so much stuff in fighting, in boxing. And Turkey was just like, here's good, here's enough money. So the money issue, you can't use that excuse. Side of the street issue, you can't use that excuse. Like they used to say people were being lowballed, asking for too much money, pricing themselves out. All that stuff, it falls to the wayside. So when you would notice the people that were using these tactics would just make up issues with Turkey Alashi. Just all of a sudden have beef with the dude who's trying to give everybody enough money to fight. Then you know what time it is. So right now, I seen a channel earlier today. I just you guys know I don't name drop, but you're talking about the fact that Devin Haney wants Rolly Romero, right? Devin Haney's the new WBO welterweight champion. Devin Haney's going for legacy, correct? We all know that, right? We saw Devin Haney take considerably less money than somebody who's considerably less talented, but he had all the belts in George Kambosos. So he had to go way over there to Australia to fight him, with some ridiculous circumstances because he's chasing legacy. So he goes up to the welterweight division, tries to fight the hardest guy there, and beats him. So he has a WBO belt. What would a guy like that want to do? Just forget the names. Somebody who's undisputed, the youngest undisputed champion at 135 pounds, goes up to 140, fights the hardest guy there and reaches pro grades, kind of having problems making that way. So say, forget it, I'm going up to 147. What is his goal? Anybody, just follow what they're up to. Their goal is obviously to acquire more legacy, which means get more belts. So who is he going to go for in the welterweight division? People with belts, right? Rolly Romero has a belt. Rolly Romero is the guy who beat the guy who fought, that he was supposed to fight with Ryan Garcia. So that's why he's going for Rolly. So one video never even mentioned that. Why is he wanting to fight Rolly? Because Rolly wants to fight Pacquiao. Well, the answer is because Rolly has a belt. Now, this is what's wrong with some of the uploaders and people who support this ridiculousness. Even though Rolly would have a fight with Manny Pacquiao maybe lined up or close to it, we're taking it away from the people that he might want to some legacy. That Rolly Romero might just say, hey, forget Pacquiao. Pacquiao's 46 damn years old. I ain't got nothing but money from that one. I'm going to go knock this head off of people who somebody's trying to call Debo in my division. I can't have no Debos in my damn division. Let me ask y'all a question. Do you think that in Terrence Crawford's division, whichever one it was, all of 135, 140, 147, that somebody else would be called Debo? Then he wouldn't be trying to go after him? That somebody else would be trying to get undisputed in Terrence Crawford's in his division? No, it wouldn't happen. Ain't nobody letting that happen. Alexander Usyk wouldn't even let that happen. These kind of fighters wouldn't. So let's not just, just assume that Rolly Romero wouldn't want to go take that WBO strap from Devin Haney. What the hell are we out here sitting there saying, hey, he fights for PVC? Who cares? That's over with the he fights for PVC stuff. That's old news. Nobody gives a damn about where they fight from. There's enough money, right? So Yeah, he fights for him, and he can't. He's going to fight Pacquiao. Pacquiao's 46 years old. You ain't getting no props for that, right? And everybody's trying to fight Pacquiao, right? It's funny how the boxing is. Everybody's wanting to run and fight Pacquiao. He's 46, was out for a long time, getting another title shot. People want to fight Ryan Garcia. He was doped, right? And then lost unceremoniously, right? Or Jake Paul. Man, he ain't no fighter yet, right? Then all of a sudden, all this money to fight Jake Paul. People calling him the face of boxing. I know if I was in the gym all 15 years and I got undisputed in division, somebody calling somebody face of boxing, that pissed me off, right? But that's just the how boxing is going. We can't let it happen, right? And some of these people, just get some integrity. I know you're getting a little cheese on the side for acting a damn fool, but you can't support this new Russian thing that's popping off right in front of your face. And you have to get some integrity nowadays. It used to be you could get some. It would be nice if you get some. No, it's imperative that you get some right now because the powers that be see you not having integrity. And that's why they keep doing this ridiculousness. Damn it, these are fighters. The ones that are trying to get legacy, support them, period. Even if you don't like them for some other reason. Support them, period. Especially if they're brothers. If they're trying to go get some legacy, support them, period. There's no other option, right? Stop with this, hey, well, I don't like them. So what? You don't like them. Who cares? Because you don't like them, but acknowledge what they're doing. Because it's them. Those are the ones who's carrying the sport. The people that we like that's not doing stuff and just raping the sport because of the people out there, the fan base, it just mirrors what's going on in society. Right? If you got these brothers out here handling their business in the world of boxing, support them, period. And if you can't really super support them, then acknowledge what they're doing. Devin Haney is doing magnanimous things, right? He just is. Like him or loathe him or his fighting style, and you're lying with fighting style. Because most of you don't like Deontay Wilder's fighting style, Floyd Mayweather's fighting style, Terrence Crawford's fighting style, Shakur Stevens' fighting style, Devin Haney's fighting style, Charlo fighting style. You don't give a damn. It's the paint job, and you know it. So listen, man, Devin Haney is doing legendary things, and everybody else is running to the Manny Pacquiaos, the Ryan Garcias, and the damn Jake Pauls. And as all of those are shouldn't be really relevant in the world of boxing. Not yet. Jake Paul working his way up. At least he's working diligently. But he shouldn't be in high profile fights yet. Shouldn't be, but that's just the way it is. He's got some hype, social media nowadays. But he shouldn't be. He should be working his way up and whatever. But we shouldn't be talking about some dude who already lost to Tommy Fury as the face of boxing. Shouldn't be. That just shouldn't be. Ryan Garcia shouldn't be talking. He shouldn't be able to talk. There's everybody that's doing stuff in boxing should be telling them, boop, talk to that. Talk to the hand, bro. Accomplish something first. Your last outing was ridiculous, and the outing before that was more ridiculous, right? Shut up, right? Get your humble pie on. Shut the hell up. Do something, and then holler, because you're not a champion. You're not allowed in the champions room. You know what I'm saying? And you definitely ain't allowed in the Hall of Fame room. That's what Devin Haney's already got his damn membership card. Already. You're not allowed to talk to them. And that's what we should all be saying. Unanimously. Right? In unison. That's what we should be doing. But we don't. And listen, Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, he's a legend. He's a 6th division champion. Not 8, by the way. That's another thing. We just say. People like Max Kellerman, just say it. 8th division champion. Guys, if you're counting IBO and IBA and all that, then maybe. If you're counting catch weights and all of that, then maybe. But if you're not, you're counting full weight division champions and one of the 4 belts that matter, the WBO, WBC, WBA, and the IBF belts, then he's only 6. Probably only 5. That's another thing. But he's been out for a while. He's 46 years old. Everybody shouldn't be running towards him. if you're chasing legacy. Because there's no legacy in beating Manny Pacquiao right now. Unless maybe if you him and Floyd Mayweather, two old guys, something like that. But other than that, you young guys beating Manny Pacquiao ain't gonna mean a damn thing after you beat him. Trust me. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm out of here, y'all.